Thank God I at least managed to solve the riddle this time. Master of Escape. Let's check that out. What does that bring me? Or get me? 1 point in Subterfuge. Yeah, because I needed more points in that. Any talents, by the way? Okay, you can equip 1 extra manuscript. Wait. That would have been helpful if I'd known that before. Alright. What am I good on? I need to succeed 1 more confrontation. Okay. I need all level 1 skills. I need 1 more manuscript. Okay, I need to uncover the immunities and vulnerabilities of all the guests. I need to reach level 3 in manipulation. Alright. Let's quickly get out of here then. We didn't do anything in here. Oh, that's the end of episode 2, The Nightmare. Oh, episode 2, chapter 6, The Nightmare. Yeah, I failed with Von Wöllner. I still don't think I could have done anything about that. But alright. Did pretty much everything else. I could have met Peru under strange circumstances. Alright. There. I didn't. Okay, another 4 points. Where's manipulation? That's 10 points left. Do I have any better use for it? I can actually spend points on these. Let's level up linguistics and politics. I need both of them regularly. We'll ignore the rest for now. And do we have anything concerning? Yep, we do. It's manipulation. I should have really figured this out before. And we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do psychology. I can equip 3 manuscripts. Okay, at least I figured it out now.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them. We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention. Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Wöllner, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis. I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, For years, he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
Just a bit of a collector. Hey. No, I'm gonna leave them alone for now. Can I actually visit any rooms?
Monsieur Johann van Wunda.
Okay, there's not gonna be anyone in here. Can I go downstairs on this staircase? Yeah, apparently I can. Have I been here before? I'm not sure. Get more books. The locksmith's art. I like how that sounds. What's the golden elixir? Is it... Can't remember what that was. Wait, where was the other thing? Okay, wait. Nope. I always try to best escape. That's just common sense in other games to skip or get out of something by pressing escape. Another coin. Okay. I'll remember that for next time. That displays immunities.
Devil's Thorn. There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
As always, I can use one key. That's then unlocked. Ah, that's my free use wasted. I would have done that anyway for free. Full royal jelly. Mysterious notes. Is that something I've got on here? Doesn't look like it. I can't find anything concerning it. Okay. Guess if it's important, it'll come up sometime. Let's go to the other chest. Wherever that was. Where was that? There it was.
A fragment of amber.
Nice. More points. Prince of Amber. That's decent sounding talent. More royal jelly. Let's speak to this guy.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Could you perhaps help me?
What can I do for you, sir?
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
Okay.
The sword probably came from this garden, but
Excuse me.
what could it have been used for?
So we can visit the garden for the first time now. And we can not pick up more stuff. I'm too well skilled to use any of these. And I can't use them. Can never use them. Can't pick up that book. That's a shame. Now that I know I can read 3 of them at a time. Is this some kind of mate? Wait. Oh, no.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing ya.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed the cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing, if I didn't already know the consequences. See you
What
later.
scares you so much?
Don't mess with him, monsieur. If he offers his help, refuse it. Keep your freedom and get far away from here while you still can.
Okay. It looks like he had some bad experiences with Mortimer in the past. From what I've found of him so far, he did seem like the type of guy who'd do absolutely anything to get what he wants.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. I guide the sword that will kill the monster. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were. Let's see. A crack as long as my finger. And what's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
I don't know. Is this some riddle that I'm not aware of yet? Oh god, do all of them have cracks? I could very well see that being the case. Is there anything more around the outskirts of the garden? More books is always nice. Okay. Getting to the next statue.
Icarus. Son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed. I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the father.
Okay.
Well, let's keep going.
Let's continue making our way through this labyrinth.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur, the famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. I am the cursed child. Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union, Because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well. This statue has a crack in it. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger. I should be able to thrust in my sword. Let's go.
Okay, yep. There's multiple statues where I could put the sword in. And probably another riddle to figure out which one I should put it in. Wait a second.
Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. His gesture sealed his fate. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. And to think that Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld. Decidedly, the high and mighty always managed to get away with it. The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
Well, I thought there's just whatever that is, running through the labyrinth. And I thought that if you put in the sword in order of this string passing the statues, it may unlock something. I'll try that later.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
I'm still waiting for one of the examine the crack options to give me anything I didn't already know. Anything here? Nope. More statues.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. I am the architect of my own demise. Architect and genius inventor. He built the labyrinth for Minos to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus. Every action causes a reaction. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
What a surprise. So it definitely goes past. That's one of those cases where I'm like, do I have to put it in here? I mean, it goes past here, but it doesn't exactly, like, then again, probably should. Okay, let's see what else we can find.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete. Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want. She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon. 9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur. It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims. Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
It does go past here as well.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there. What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
So we're not pressing it. Wait, we can analyze it still.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped.
We already did that.
There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Made both of those already, okay?
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Okay, so I need, if I understand that right, I need to put the sword into the person who is unjust, so to speak. So if I don't have to, like, it's one of the two. This makes me suspect I have to put the sword in that one guy and leave it there. Whereas, actually I think that's more likely. So I'm gonna do that once I've found my way back out of this labyrinth. Which honestly shouldn't take too long. Then again, no, actually I'm fine. There we go. So let's take the sword back with us.
Ariadne. Try something else.
Alright. Can I go around this way? Is there anything here? Or have I entered? I think I've entered this way. Yep. I came in this way. I just wanted to know if there's a quicker way to get over there. But it doesn't appear to be the case. Although... Yep. This way.
Daedalus. If I remember rightly, he's the one who built the labyrinth for Minos.
Just make sure that he's the correct option I want to put the sword into.
Architect and genius inventor. He built the labyrinth for Minos to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus.
That isn't the person who I wanted to put the sword in. There was some information that was speaking about something being just or not just. Was it him?
Theseus. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever.
It wasn't him either.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
It was him.
Minos. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete.
It wasn't him either. Who was it? I mean, it can't have been Minotaur. Who was the guy? It wasn't Icarus. Pretty sure it wasn't Icarus. But then who was it? Like there's Ariadne, there's that woman, there's that guy, there's that guy, Theseus. Behind there's Minotaur, there's Icarus. There was something speaking about, like something being just, and I can't remember where it was. Oh God. It wasn't him. It wasn't him. It wasn't him. It wasn't Minotaur.
Asterion.
Asterion, yeah.
Asterion was the son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well.
Maybe it was Minos after all.
I am the cursed child. Let's go.
I'll do one more run through the statues.
Theseus. Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever.
He's not a great
I wonder
person
if
either.
Mother managed to solve this enigma. Minos. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon.
See, that's
As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. His gesture sealed his fate. The crack is in the region of the heart.
We're gonna try this. It's definitely not him. Is there any statue around here? No, there wasn't. It wasn't him. He didn't do anything wrong. It's difficult to say. Yep, I'm gonna try it. I do want to see what would happen if I get it wrong too. Like, sure, I'd get pricked, but like, what does that mean exactly? Well, I didn't get it wrong. Is that blood? Is that from our mother who's lost her arm? Maybe she was like putting her arm against the wall while going down. Ah! Yeah, another vision. Great. Oh.
Again?
It's gonna be about our mother, surely. Or Mortimer.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
Okay.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days. Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
He's gonna be surprised and then he's gonna completely ignore it. Alright. Gonna consume a bit of royal jelly first though. Like, I may need those points. That a coin?
A fragment of amber.
No, it's amber. Okay, I can't go back up anyway.
Bandages. Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. These bandages are pretty basic. She'll be lucky if she doesn't get an infection.
How are you gonna finally find her mother? Who is that? A servant. Is he asleep or dead? Dead.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Oh god, that camera angle makes me think someone's coming. Come on, this isn't a horror game. Who is it?
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you...
Tell me who you are!
Okay. Either she doesn't remember, or she's blind, but then she would have heard my voice. This doesn't make any sense. But I found my mother, so... No, still can't figure out why she would say that. Maybe there's been imposters coming after her? Maybe that servant was trying to impersonate Louis. We're gonna go for... What are we gonna go for? 4 points. Science. Got 2 more points. It would make sense to complete the talent. I think diversion might be useful. I haven't used it much so far. So that may be something that in the future becomes of use. Wait, can't I? Oh, that's the whole thing over. Alright. It was only a 3-parter. Sure. Alright, then see you in the next episode. Bye.